Lamar Jackson returned from his three-game injury on Thursday night, and with his performance against the Dolphins, he proved that there is no need to be concerned for the future of this Ravens team. And in this video, I'm going to show you how his return marks good fortunes for this Ravens team. The first play I'm going to look at is Lamar Jackson's first touchdown of the game at the 1-yard line. I think this play shows how much Lamar brings to the table, especially in places like the red zone. 3 games he was out. When Cooper Rush and Tyler Huntley took his place, the Ravens were ranked, I think, 28th in the league in red zone success percentage, meaning the amount of times you score a touchdown comparative to your red zone trips. And that percentage was at 45.63%. I may be wrong. I think this play right here kind of shows how Lamar's skill set changes things entirely for the Ravens offense inside the red zone. Thursday, Lamar didn't have a big rushing game, right? I think he only had about 15 yards on 2 or 3 carries, even without having massive rushing numbers. His legs are the most vital part of the Ravens offense. And plays like these, especially in the red zone, prove it. Now, Todd Monken, the Ravens offensive coordinator, his main goal is to confuse the linebackers right here and allow his tight end to slip behind them and score a touchdown. And he starts things off with motion to keep their eyes busy. But I think this is where Lamar Jackson's skill set really shows up for the Ravens. As Lamar Jackson rolls out, and we'll stop right around here, his rushing threat attracts the attention of 1 and 2 linebackers and kind of holds them at bay, which opens a lane for Lamar to hit Mark Andrews right here. And obviously, this is a good play call by Monken too, because all that confusion in the backfield kind of made number 9 lost on what his assignment was supposed to be. And by the time he figured it out, it was already too late and the pass was completed to Mark Andrews. The effectiveness and efficiency of Lamar Jackson as a rusher kind of works hand in hand with what Monken is trying to do to this offense. The motion, the movement, and the pressure he puts on this linebacker is all enhanced with Lamar's legs. And even when he's not rushing the ball himself, it elevates the Ravens to another level. Here's the second play I want to look at, and it's another example of Lamar being electric again. I'm going to start off this play by saying that this was a good rep from the Dolphins. They give this cover 3 look, where these 2 defensive backs kind of drop deep. Miami's basically making sure they keep everything in front of them and selling out to stop the big play. And the Dolphins do a good job of shutting the initial play call down. Like the corners who drop deep are covering the receivers nicely. These linebackers are keyed in on Isaiah Likely. This defensive back did a good job of dropping back into coverage, then coming back up to challenge Justice Hill. These 2 players are bracketing Mark Andrews pretty well. And most importantly of all, the pocket is completely destroyed for Lamar Jackson. The Dolphins on the back end did a good job of creating tight windows that Lamar would have to force the ball in, and the front end put pressure on Lamar and made it impossible for him to fit the ball in those tight windows. He can't really check the ball down to Justice Hill. He has a guy coming from that area. He can't really fire the ball to Bateman right here because there's pressure in his face and he can't step into the throw. I think this is Zay Flowers. He's blanketed over here. Mark Andrews is covered pretty well. And Isaiah likely has 2 linebackers lurking and waiting for Lamar to throw the ball. He has all of this happening right here. The defensive lineman coming up right here to sack him. But this is where Lamar Jackson being special comes into play. Lamar is able to evade that rusher, and because of the threat of his legs and him rolling out and rushing, he pulls these 2 linebackers up, and Isaiah likely decides to skirt upfield on the fly and make himself a target for Lamar Jackson. And on the possession where the Dolphins were trying to sell out and stop the big play, Lamar Jackson, with his legs, was able to completely deconstruct that. And honestly, that's a testament to the Ravens coaching as well. We saw Isaiah likely instantly adjust out of structure and turn what looked to be a negative play into a positive one. And we also saw the Dolphins' inability to adjust on the fly turn what looked to be a good play for them into a bad one. And I think that's a testament to why the Dolphins are where they are and why the Ravens are where they are. This is the last play I'm going to look at, and this is the second touchdown pass by Lamar Jackson. So the past 2 plays, I talked about his threat as a rusher, how that transforms the Ravens offense, but this play, I'm gonna be talking about how polished he is as a quarterback. Now, this is a pretty aggressive call by the Dolphins here. They have only 1 safety high, and they're playing press man across the board. Now, Lamar notices this look and instantly makes a call at the line and changes the play. With the Dolphins playing single press man all across the board, has Bateman and DeAndre Hopkins running in routes while Mark Andrew runs this deep route to the end zone. And the goal of this is to kind of use the press man that the Dolphins are running against them and to create traffic over the middle of the field. Lamar recognizes the look pre snap and switches to the most optimal play. And what do you know? The linebacker guarding Mark Andrew crashes with the defensive back that's guarding DeAndre Hopkins, and with only one safety over top, he'd be in terrible positioning to contend with this route. Lamar knows this, throws a dime to Mark Andrews, and it's an easy touchdown. This is an example of Lamar's mind creating plays for the Ravens offense. His instant recognition and call at the line earned the Ravens offense a touchdown and proves again the skill set he brings to this team. I know the Ravens are 3-5, but there's nothing to worry about. Lamar Jackson is one of the most electrifying quarterbacks in the league. He provides hordes of support for this team offensively. He's still at the peak of his career, and this Thursday against the Dolphins proved that. He'll have no problem leading the Ravens to a championship this regular season. The contentious part is, will he do it during the playoffs? The Ravens were the most productive they've been in a while on Thursday. They were the most efficient they've been in a while. They went 100% in the red zone on Thursday, comparative to the 45% they went without Lamar Jackson. It's very obvious what he provides for this Ravens team, and it's very obvious that the Super Bowl ceiling is still there for them. If he could play this way in the playoffs, and if the Ravens could stay healthy, and if that hamstring doesn't re-aggravate, then I don't see a team that could just straight up outmatch them. All right, that's it for me. Hope you enjoyed this. Peace.
I lied. This isn't it. Just wanted to leave a quick note before I sign off. This is the first film review video I'm making. I like this format. I like what I'm doing. I put it on my second account, not my main one. If you're here for my second account, welcome. I feel like this channel is going to be mainly NFL film breakdowns. If you mess with that, sub up. I'm still going to be dropping video essays, so don't be alarmed. But that's mainly the main account's going to be for. If you like these type of videos, let me know. I don't feel like this one was the best. I haven't done it consistently enough, but as I pump out more videos, I promise they'll get better. Audio was horrible this video. I know, but whatever. Let me get on topic. Tell me if you want to see any other players, what other players you want to see. I have my plans for different groups, different players coming in the near future. I'm hoping to get one more out this week. These don't take as long as the video essays, so I feel like I could pump them out pretty consistently, but just let me know who you want to see. All right, peace. For real this time.